Good morning from Yummy B TV. Sending loads of love to you on a gloomy day coming from down here, right? Um, it doesn't look too happy, does it? But anyway, on to much more serious subjects. And this one highlights once again the failures in our judicial and institutional prison system, right? So you got a geezer called Luke Ings, right? 17 years old, was in McDonald's, tried a silly move in there by way of robbery, and it ended up in a fight, right? Now, you remember, he was a young kid. A couple of weeks before this incident, Luke's mum's mum died. So he was a bit probably going through an emotional bit of turmoil at that time, right? Now, he is on an IPP sentence that we know that got abolished in 2012. We know there's still 3,000 languishing in those jails now. We've had 90 so-called deaths due to people on the IPP sentence that see no way out and their mental health and things like that deteriorate. So there's been quite a few suicides. Now, the situation with this is that he was 17, Luke, at this time, as I've said already, that he has now done 18 years for really what was meant to be a couple of years. It's really barbaric and unbelievable, and even worse than that, he's languishing in the category A's of Wakefield with all the monsters, and his mum's raising the roof, obviously, because she can't see no way out or no end to this absolute nightmare for a young boy at the time, who's now turned a man, who's really relative, got more than some, served more time than what some life sentence murderers have completed by way of time in jail. So another highlight there. And look, we want to try and do something for this young geezer as well. On top of that, have you thought that maybe, just maybe, they could have been sensible with this early release scheme? You could have let out people that not so much have a lot of little time left, but have gone over their time already. You might as well have let them out. That would have been a better option. And for people that have completed their tariffs or their sentences, they should be really having first choice to get out the door. And the other thing was this, as well as the IPP, the recall system, because you're getting recalled on license for mostly non-crime. It's breach of license conditions and things like that. So I would have thought it would have been more sensible to implement those kind of risky, kind of risk factor prisoners before people that hadn't completed their time yet. Very, very interesting point one of you made to me this morning. But I will be taking up this thing. I just don't get how they still have those IPP prisoners in jail, all right? It's going really well down here. And I'll be back up shortly, all right? Have a great day. And oh yeah, I'm not sure whether some of you are aware of the new zombie life rule. I had a bit to do on that, an educational one, but I might just save it till tomorrow. But we will be taking on this case with young Luke.